We're on Eruvin, Perek Vav, Mishnah Bet, second Mishnah in the 6th chapter of Eruvin. So we're in the middle of talking about making eruvei chatzerot, about making communal areas that people have to share. And in our last Mishnah, we saw that if there was a nachri in the chatzer, or misha eino modem be'eruv, someone who doesn't agree with the idea of eruv, then that person is oser. That person prevents the communal, everyone in the chatzer from joining together, because remember, he has area in the common space as well. And then we learned, move this over, there we go, that in this case, then the best way, the only way to be able to have his position, have his part of the communal area is chirut. He has to be willing to rent to you his spot in the area. Eruv wouldn't work, and he can't be mevatel. Only schirut. So now our Mishnah is a continuation. Mishnah Bet is a continuation of Mishnah Aleph. So the Mishnah says the following. Or we'll read the Mishnah, and then we're going to see that the Gemara says that this isn't the exact text. Amar Rabban Gamliel. Said Rabban Gamliel, Maaseh b'Tzeduki echad. There's a story about a Tzeduki, Shahayat dar imanu b'mavoi b'Yerushalayim, who lived with us in the Mavoi in Yerushalayim. What is a Tzeduki? A Tzeduki was in the times of the Mishnah, and Tzedukim believed they had their own Masorah in general. Okay, they were the Kat. They were the Kat. He says they were the sect from Tzadok, the student of Antignosh Isocha. Generally, they didn't accept most of Torah Shebaal Peh, only Torah Shebichtav. So the question is, were the Tzedukim like Nachrim or not? We'll see in a second. So this Tzeduki lived with us. Amar lanu Abba, and Abba said, Maharuva hotziu et kol hakelim lemavoi ad shelo yotzi v'yasor alechem. Hurry and take all of our kelim out of the mavoi, all of our private things out of the collective of the mavoi, before he takes his staff out v'yasor alechem. So let's see what's going on here. The Bar Tanura says the following: Matnitin chasurei mechsera. The Mishnah, the Gemara says the Mishnah is missing an important text. V'achitani. And this is what we should say. Tzeduki, to the beginning of the Tanakama says, Tzeduki hareu ke'ovei kuchavim. He's like a goy. And since he's like a goy, then the only thing you could do is schirut. You couldn't do eruv or bitul. Let's talk about bitul. Because really the question is, does bitul work or do you need schirut? So, the Tanakama says he's like a goy and you need schirut. Gamliel says, Eino ke'ovei kuchavim. He's not an ovei kuchavim. Umaaseh b'Tzeduki echad. Now, Rabbi Gamliel says he's not an ovei kuchavim. And therefore, there's a story about a Tzeduki that lived with us in a Mavoi in Yerushalayim. And Abba said, Maharu, Mahutziu et kol hakelim lemavoi. Get our stuff out of the mavoi, ad shelo yotzi, because when he takes his stuff and puts it in the mavoi, here's our mavoi. Remember, these are the chatzerot, and here's our mavoi. So Rabbi Gamliel lived here, and there was a Tzeduki who lived here, and they had stuff they kept in the mavoi. Remember, because they made two mavoot. But this Tzeduki, when he takes his stuff and puts it in the mavoi, the Mishnah says, go back to the Mishnah, okay? Ad shelo yotzi v'yasor alechem. The Bar Tanura explains, okay? Shema mina, so we learn from this, di Yisraelu, he's like a Jew, v'yachol levatel reshut. He must have been mevatel reshut. U'mibnei sham mevatel reshuto b'chazar v'hotzi, because the whole point is, if he's mevatel means, I don't want to use my mavoi space today. But if the guy comes along and then takes stuff and uses the mavoi, then he's canceling his bitul. So the point is, since he could cancel his bitul, we see from there that they must have relied on bitul, because he could cancel it. Because if he brings his stuff out, that's important. For this reason, therefore Rabbi Gamliel says, Maharu v'asut tzarchechem. Hurry up and use the mavoi ad shelo yotzihu v'kelav l'chatzer, until maybe he'll bring his stuff out and he'll yizkeh b'rishuto shebitel. But he says, if he's an ovei kochavim, and the only thing he could do was actually score, he could only rent, so then who cares if he brings his stuff out into the mavoi? He already rented it to you, and that wouldn't be meaningful. So therefore, this Gemara is proof that Rabbi Gamliel said that a Tzeduki is not like a goy, he's like a Jew, and therefore he can be mevatel. Rabbi Yehuda Omer b'lashon acher. Rabbi Yehuda says, you didn't understand it, it's a different case entirely. Maharu v'asut tzarchechem b'mavoi ad shelo yotzi v'yasor alechem. Hurry up and do what you need in the mavoi. Ad shelo yotzi. Okay, let's look at the Bar Tanura because it's important to understand. Okay, Rabbi Gamliel said, "Lo kach amar Rabbi Gamliel." No, Rabbi Yehuda says he didn't say that. The olam Tzeduki is like hu ke'ovei kochavim. He says it is like a goy. You're misreading the story. This is what Rabbi Gamliel said. Naharu, hurry up. Okay? Do what you need to do before it becomes dark. And what does lo yotzi mean? Doesn't mean until the day leaves. So I'll read you back the Mishnah again. Rabbi Yehuda says no. What he said was Maharu v'asu tzarchechem b'mavoi. Do what you need until the day comes, until Shabbat starts. Via esor aleichem. And whatever he does will be asur to you because the mavoi is asur because the Tzeduki is like a non-Jew and he didn't rent it to us. So bittul doesn't work and therefore we can't use the mavoi on Erev Shabbat anyway. So it turns out that the machloket is a Tzeduki, the machloket between the Tanakama and the name of Rabbi Gamliel. And Rabbi Yehuda in the name of Rabbi Gamliel is the Tzeduki like a goy or is he like a Jew? And therefore can let me find my place. Can bittul work, or do we have to do schirut? And in the absence of schirut, you can't use the mavoi. Stop here. If you have comments or questions, email me at gmail.com. And as always, we'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalaman. Have a great day.